Everybody come see us on tour. We'll be in Columbus, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Guess who else was very sad? Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi went to the Kamala Harris concessions presidential race speech at Howard University. And I got to tell you, she didn't even cry that much when Paul got fucking hammered. I'm sure she'll feel better once she finds an elderly man and make him quit his job that he loves. Come on. If only Trump was there to throw tissue boxes at her.
Didn't Biden seem happy, though?
He seemed very happy.
Yes.
Yeah. We have actually a speech of Biden coming up pretty, yeah.
When I look at her, it looks like Pelosi's like trying to fake cry, but it turns out that Hillary came in her pants for real.
You know what? I don't see any tears. Imagine how dry her pantry is, if you know what I mean. Yeah, by the way, if you actually imagine that, there are sick bags under your seats.
And that's not easy to make that face with all that Botox, too. That's real work.
Her eyebrows moved down, though.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Look at that. They're getting closer to normal. So here's one lady who couldn't take it. She couldn't take it. Okay, hang on. Let me make sure I got the sound up for this one. Let's see.
One thing I'll just get a little emotional about is it does, as a woman, feel pretty shitty.
Hey, you know what? If it's any consolation, I'm sure your 10th booster made you sterile. Okay?
Isn't it ironic? It's called the Majority Report. That's the part that I'm astonished by.
Yeah, that's true.
The so-called mainstream media were shocked and bewildered and still can't make sense of what happened.
I know.
Them and their 100 viewers.
Arrogance and ignorance go together.
Yeah.
And they never know how stupid they are because they're sure they're smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Like all the serial killers that get caught. Thinking they're out tricking and out-thinking the police force.
But what's so interesting is, like, these polls...
Hang on, Roseanne's scaring me.
Okay.
Go ahead. Finish up. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, but it's like, watch these polls, you're like, there's no way that's real. Why are they doing that? This is why. Because it convinces people like this to have hope when there's no hope out there. It's like, they had her up by 40 points in Iowa? What, are you nuts, bro? And this is why you get up. If they got real polls, they would have known they were curb stomped a month ago. But no, they get these polls out, and it's like sorcery, and it puts a little spell on them, and they believe they have a chance. So now they just get shattered at the election. Why are they lying? We need to get back to shaming lying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
That's absolutely correct.
And
But they're mentally ill, can't you see it?
I can.
Yeah.
And there were laws against propaganda against the American people, but when
Smith-Mundt Act.
He's talking about reversing, bringing back.
Yeah.
But when they said that the biggest threat to the American Republic is internal white supremacy and that terrorist, that allowed them to turn the propaganda inward.
That's right. And Obama repealed the Smith-Mundt Act, which the Smith-Mundt Act made, if you don't know, it made it illegal for the government to propagandize Americans. You couldn't use propaganda.
Because it works. Propaganda works.
Right.
I was a little bit shocked that I thought I was going to be closer. I was propaganda.
Obama was such a fucking tool of the deep state that he repealed that, and then he also got rid of habeas corpus with the National Defense Authorization Act, Section 1021. So that they got rid of habeas corpus, which is, by the way, it's in the Magna Carta. So now they repealed the fucking Magna Carta, and so now we're operating on a liberty view from somewhere around the 1100s in the United States, and nobody knows, nobody cares, and nobody wants to fix it.
You know why? Because America is so racist that they will buy bullshit from anybody who has black skin.
Well, it certainly helps. It doesn't. It helped that Barack Obama was black.
100%. I mean, that was now, dude. He was a Bush. His common ancestor is a Hinckley with the Bushes.
Yeah.
Oh, he was raised to do that.
Roseanne, who was his stepfather? You were telling me this earlier.
Lolo Sotoro, the co-founder of Halliburton.
Did you know this? That Barack Obama's stepfather was who?
Did you know that? Lolo Sotoro.
And who was he?
He was his stepfather, and he co-founded Halliburton.
I didn't know that until tonight. Did you know that?
With Cheney. He was partners with Cheney.
Barack Obama's stepfather was part. I just found this out tonight. I didn't know.
Well, that's why Michelle kept hugging Bush,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
Their family, practically.
Yeah, Cheney,
Our
and then
family.
Cheney's daughter calls Trump a traitor. I mean, can it get any more fucking ridiculous? It just can't get more absurd.
I mean, Liz Cheney, she's good people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were friends. I'm sorry.
So, real quick.
She likes Hamas too.
We heard
so
Hamas.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see where you're
But
going with that.
Dr. Drew, when you saw Kamala parading around Liz Cheney, what did you think about that as someone who might have thought it was a call?
I kept thinking that the propagandizing had worked and we were massively delusional. I was putting it all down on mass formation. How you could have somebody get in front of people and say not gobbledygook, nothing, and everyone, it's like some weird hypnotic state everybody was in. And I thought, okay, that's it. We're in something that we can't seem to get out of.
We were unburdened from the truth. That's what we were.
Hey, did you know that up to 45% of your coffee could be filled with mold toxins? Yeah, your morning cup might not just be bitter, it could be bad for you. Even after roasting, some of that makes it into your cup. Well, guess what? We've got 1775 coffee, because at 1775 coffee, they decided to do something about that. They don't just pick any beans. They literally climbed mountains in Bolivia, dodging llamas and rainstorms to find the perfect ones. Sounds a little dramatic. The high altitude and cool air slow down the growth of their beans, locking in bold, rich flavors you won't find anywhere else. Less than 30% of the world's coffee is single origin like theirs. So you're getting coffee with real integrity. No blending, no shortcuts. 1775 coffee. If you're ready for a real cup, visit 1775coffee.com and use the code DORE. That's DORE for 15% off. Power up your mornings with the best. Everybody come see us on tour. We'll be in Columbus, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.